what's up? Um, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, just like the intro says. Um, let's see. You guys notice that I talk about sports analysts that are full of it, that are jokes. But some people answer me, yo, P, is there any sport analysts that you actually like? Why won't you talk about some of the ones that you actually like? So I said, maybe I should make a video on the ones that I like and break some of the ones that I like down. Okay, we're gonna do with my top three sports analysts. Before I even give them, let me talk about what I like in the sports analyst. I like a sports analyst that is more straight down the middle, doesn't have a hidden agenda or a bias, which is kind of hard to come by these days because there's a lot of them that just full of it. They'll tell you a bunch of stuff just a clout chase, instead of being honest with themselves and saying things that they feel is right. Those are my favorite type of sports analysts, guys like that. So we're gonna start off with number three. Number three is none other than a former basketball player himself. He actually hosts a show, very entertaining. Has a hip hop intro at the beginning, and he always says, "Pump the trunk, pump, give the people what they want." That's Jalen Brown. I'm Jalen Brown. Jalen Rose. Sorry, Jalen Rose. I like Jalen Rose for several reasons. His show, his format that he has, he mixes like sports mixed with basketball. Sports mixing. He mixes hip hop with basketball. Sorry for that, y'all. I'm a little distracted. He mixes hip hop with basketball and other sports. I like the format for it. And Jalen Rose, man, he got that call it straight down the middle attitude. He's straightforward with it. That's what I like. And he doesn't hold a bias. He just tells it how he feels. And he actually breaks down a lot of logic and facts. A lot of his comments are fact related. It's just based off facts, And he's always given an objective, an opinion. That's what I like about Jalen Rose. So shout out to Jalen Rose and the other guy that he with, Pump the Trunk, the hip hop crew. I like those dudes. Straight up. Number two is two guys that I also like. They called Partner Interruption. Michael Wilbon is like an inspiration towards a lot of sports analysts. A lot of guys are inspired by Michael Wilbon. He's a great sports analyst, man. This guy he's honest. He calls it down the middle as well. And he'll call you out on your BS, because he always calls people out on their BS, and he's not afraid to dish it. He's one of the first minority sports analysts to make it big. He inspired a lot. So you wouldn't get some of your crazy Stephen A. Smiths, guys like that, if it wasn't for Michael Wilbon. Stephen A. Smith, as crazy as he is, he would tell you himself that he got a lot of his inspiration from Michael Wilbon, which is true. So shout out to Michael Wilbon, man, the Partner Interruption crew. I like those guys. They get busy over there. Tony Kornheiser, New York boy. He from suburbs, Long Island boy. He alright, man. That's the whole show. They alright. I like what they stand for. I like how they get down. And you got to get your props up to them guys. They go at it. They don't clout chase. Tony Kornheiser, he real with it too. He from New York, so he just gets in your face. I like that. And he puts guys to a shame like Stephen A. Smith, who just says a bunch of nonsense. And you got a guy like Tony Kornheiser that's actually more realer than Stephen A. Smith. So you got to give him credit for that. So that's my number 2. My number 1 is old school. He doesn't have a show or nothing like that. But when it comes to breaking down the game of basketball, I love this guy. His name is Hubie Brown. Love Hubie Brown, man. Old school. Hubie Brown will break basketball down for you like no other. That guy's amazing, man. That guy's flat out amazing. You know, and I got nothing but love and respect for Hubie Brown. I love how he breaks down basketball. He's so surgical with it, you know? He's smart, man. And he breaks everything down with logic to it. He's not having no bias. I love Hubie Brown, man. You know, Hubie Brown was a big inspiration for myself as well. So Hubie Brown is my number 1 sports analyst. Even though he doesn't have a TV show, but when it comes to breaking down sports, nobody does it better in the game of basketball than Hubie Brown. You know, so shout out to him. Also, honorable mentions. Let's see, who would be a good honorable mention for sports? Marv Albert is also a good sports commentator. I mean, very entertaining. He's grown up with us, especially those who like basketball. Yes, you know, he says stuff like that. And Jordan, you know, you gotta give Marv Albert his respect too. Let's see. Another honorable mention. Let me see if I could just think of one right off the bat, because this is all top of the dome. Another honorable mention. That's all I could think of right now. I mean, if you guys got somebody else, you could probably break it down for me too and put it down in that box. But you already know who I got for the jokers. You know, the clowns. You know, Skip Bayless, clown. Shannon Sharp, entertaining, but clown. Stephen A. Smith, he a borderline clown, but he's up there with them. Max Kellerman's another clown. There's a lot of jokes. Those guys are like by far the worst clout chasers in sports. I mean, it's ridiculous. Shannon Sharp is like LeBron James' lover boy. Skip Bayless is the ultimate LeBron James troll. That guy is just flat out dumb. You know, they're both that's why they're on that show together, because they're both the yin yang of each other. Just a bunch of ass clowns. Yeah. Then you got Max Kellerman. I don't know why is Max Kellerman on First Take for, man. I mean, if you want to put Stephen A. Smith on there, fine. He could be your outrageous crazy guy, you know? Even though he says some outlandish stuff sometimes, he tries to be unbiased, you know? But, you know, he has a lot of bias towards, like, guys that he has cool relationships with, because he don't want to burn bridges. You could tell. It's Carmelo Anthony, it was Kobe. It's guys like that, you know? Since he don't know LeBron James like that, he tend to shit on LeBron James sometimes because he's not a good friend with him. So Stephen A. Smith, he goes by his relationships with you. If he doesn't have a good relationship with you, he's gonna clown you. So that's how he get down. But those are my top 3 sports guys that I like in sports. And I just broke down the top ass clowns too. But anyway, peace. Who's your favorite? Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Prince Sports out. Enjoy more content on the channel. Peace.